Today, I'm at the Sackville, New Brunswick Waterfowl Park. The goal is to take some images of birds. However, I'm not entirely sure what kind of birds hang out around here in the winter, but I can guarantee I'll see at least some crows because they've been cawing since I arrived here. But go for a nice little wander around the park, hang out for a little bit and see what kind of birds and animals are around here. So far, no real signs of any birds. Even the crows have seemed to have left. So I'm gonna try and find a nice area, maybe with some taller reeds, and hang out there for a little bit and see if anything shows up. Because I'm convinced there has to be something still around here, picking away at seeds and old leaves. So I made it up to the top of a little lookout here. There's lots of old reeds and some cattails. And, you know, just looking around, seeing what's here. I haven't seen any signs of birds yet. Unfortunately, it's the middle of the afternoon and it's quite busy here, which is my own mistake. Every once in a while, I keep hearing really faint little chirps, but there's lots of other noises, so I can't quite pinpoint where they're coming from. But I'm just gonna stand up here for a bit longer. Maybe something will present itself. Good news. I kind of lost a little bit of hope because I haven't really seen much movement around here. And it's kind of the middle of the day, but it was kind of this is a little trip, an opportunistic trip for me to stop off here. But right behind me in this birch tree, you might be able to hear it, but you can't see him anymore. And there's a small little woodpecker. And I was able to just capture a couple nice little images. It's kind of a hard place to shoot. It's very backlit, the sun's right behind him. And I hope I didn't damage my eyes looking at the sun. But I think I got some cool little images, a little video. And I also ripped my pants backing into a rose bush, so that was tough. But I'm gonna stay a bit longer and see if I can capture some more images as he moves around the tree. He's in a tough spot. There's lots of branches around him and the sun is like directly behind him, so it's kind of a tough environment. I'm gonna try my best to capture some more images. Yeah, so the woodpecker is up in those trees there, kind of silhouetted behind the sun, and it's hard to see him. I can't look up there for more than like 5 seconds at a time. Maybe I should have worn sunglasses. I'm squinting and my eyes are sore now. Hopefully I didn't do anything. And with that, he flew away. Right before it flew away, it flew up just to the tip of those trees, and I was able to capture some really cool images. I think they were the best ones. And I was just about to switch over to video because it was in a great position and it had the least obstructions of other branches. But he decided to fly away, and he flew farther into the woods, so I can't see him at all anymore. So that lifted my spirits. I got to see something. I'm not sure if it's a sapsucker or a type of woodpecker, but when I get home, I'll look at the images closer and be able to identify it, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna keep doing my little loop. If I see any more signs of movement, maybe I'll post up for a few minutes. And I have some tips on how to take some handheld wildlife images, in particular for birds. So we'll find a nice place to sit and observe, and I'll come right back. Just had a quick look at the images on the back of my LCD, and I'm quite happy with a few of them. I noticed one thing though, and it pertains to camera settings. This first image that I'll put on the screen right now, you can see that the bird's not in focus, but the branch in front of its face is. And I think that is primarily caused because I was using a zone autofocus, and it couldn't really differentiate between what I wanted to be in focus or not. And the next image, which I'll share now, was the same bird in the same position, but I was a little worried about the branches. So what I did was I changed my camera to a single point autofocus, and I made sure to focus on the branch that the bird was sitting on. And I left it like that, so that if the bird moved or if I moved by accident, my camera wouldn't lock onto that branch in front of its face again. I think that helped quite a bit. Overall though, I think that last set of images I took are my favorite, primarily just because the bird is in a better position, there's slightly better light, and it's not as busy, and the tree branches around it kind of frame the bird nicely as well. So I'm quite pleased with that. All in all, for a little opportunistic photo shoot, I'm quite pleased. I was worried there at first, but I think it turned out all right in the end. As far as little sporadic photography outings go, I'd say that was a pretty good success. I got some images I'm happy with. I learned to be a little bit more patient, which is definitely important in this kind of scenario. So overall, yeah, it was great. Let me know which one of the pictures of the woodpecker was your favorite. So that's it for now, and I guess I'll see you on the next one.